Welcome back to another episode of Lunching with Don and Lon, man, where we bring you lunch table conversations and we lace them with facts. I'm your host, the Don of all Dons, and it's my dog, Lonnie Cabal.
New is y'all, it's your man Lonnie Cabal. And we back for another day and another show, and it's gonna be a great one. How you doing today, Don?
Oh, man, I'm amazing, man. I'm excited to be here. We got a great show. We got hey, we might got some good news today. Yeah, well, I'm not going to jump the gun. I ain't going to jump the gun. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to ease up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, we've been sipping. All right, we've been
Sipping.
sipping. Yeah, we ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. We sipping
Mm-hmm.
right now, right? We just tasting it. You feel me? So, but yeah, everything's good, man. How's everything going your way?
Good. Good. Blessed and highly favored. God is good, man. I'm feeling
All
healthy.
the
I'm
time.
feeling handsome. I'm feeling great.
You feel me? Looking real. I'm about to get a haircut today, so I ain't even going.
Oh yeah, he
That's why I
about
got the
to.
hat on. I ain't even gonna act like I my shit all together. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Uh-huh.
okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get a haircut this afternoon.
This nigga go get a haircut, y'all, and he gonna just start going to Lowe's, Home Depot, going to stores he don't even need to go to. Man, I think I might need some. He just want to go outside and be seen,
Mm-hmm.
as he should, because niggas is charging a brick for a haircut. Man, you better
But
wear
see,
that
nah,
motherfucker
see, all right.
outside.
See, I seen the conversation about niggas paying like $100 for a haircut, bro.
That's
I'm
tough.
not on that. Like, well, now,
That's tough.
and I think in the to put it in context, they were talking about for like a house call, right? And if your barber come to the house, okay, I can okay, but like, bro, my brother in LA, he talking about he paid like your regular. He had to go in, you know what I'm saying, like normal, right? And he paid, I think he talked about like $80. And I'm like, dog, we had there, like when we grew up, we was paying a dub.
Yeah, yeah, dub.
A,
That was up here,
that was
dub.
including the tip, like a
Yeah.
dub for the haircut, bro. But that is not today. That is not today. So, ah,
Well, to the benefit of the doubt, everything is a little more expensive in
of
LA.
course, man.
You
Cookout
know,
tray
so
is damn near $12 now. And that shit was
I ain't had a
$5 in
cookout
college.
trainer. Oh my God, I haven't had a cookout trainer brick.
You know I'm a cookout
Okay,
OG family. You already know
I
what
am
I'm.
too.
You know I'm a cookout veteran. You know what I mean?
Shit.
I need the chicken strips tray with the Cajun cheese
Mm.
fries, onion
Yeah.
rings with the Snickers Oreo Reese's milkshake. You know what I'm saying? And if I want to throw some hush puppies on the side, I might do that too.
If you feeling fancy,
Come on, man.
my nigga right
Cookout
there.
veterans. So, but yeah, man, everything is super expensive, man. So, when you know if cookout is damn near $12, bro, you know, like it start again. I was going to cookout in high school after the games, and it was you could get you a tray for $5, $5.90, you five and some change, right? You go up there with five and some change, you get a cookout tray. Now, boy, you better have 15 on you, or
Oh my God.
yeah. But we're gonna kick it off as we usually do, man. The word of the day line. Give us our word of the day.
Absolutely. So today's word of the day is askew. Askew meaning out of line.
Mm, mm, mm.
Here's some examples. You know, when we were growing up, especially if you were Black American, you know, you couldn't come to school with an askew type of hairline. You know, you get your ass cooked. You know, so you get your ass chopped up. You know what I'm saying? Baked, souffle, worked.
Mm,
All of those fried. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you had to make sure that you had to go to a barber that knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And then the barbers kind of knew that, you know what I'm saying? If they found out that you was giving out askewed hairlines, that you wouldn't get no money either.
mm.
So word got around quick, and I'm sure that went through all across Black America, north, south, east, west,
Oh my.
Midwest. You couldn't just walk. You couldn't walk around with an askewed
Mm,
hairline. You dig? So that was something pivotal in our childhood. Another example, a lot of you guys and girls have your priorities very
mm,
askewed. Okay, a lot of you guys don't know. You go out here, you spend money knowing that your rent is due. You go out here, spend money knowing that your car note is due, knowing you have a bad back tooth. You know what I'm saying? The back of your jaw right here. You're gonna go buy a Gucci belt. Priorities are askewed. We got to work on that, ladies and gentlemen. That comes with maturity. Rome wasn't built in a day, but let's fix that. Try to use the word askewed at least 3 times a day to enhance your vocabulary.
woo.
Back to you, Don.
Hey, my dog, man. I don't know if you listen to him, Larry June. Man, look, hey, he be talking all the time. He give it these little sayings, and his best one, my favorite one was, "Hey, don't check me, bitch. Check that back tooth." You know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Don't check me, bitch. Check your back tooth, because there's something
that's a
going
whole
on back
thing.
there. So, I appreciate that, man. Make sure y'all use a skew. Make sure y'all don't use it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your
Mm-hmm.
life isn't askew. You feel me?
There
So,
you go, brother.
moving on. Woo, as we usually do, we're gonna start
Mm-hmm.
with the nation of domination, as my brother Lon so eloquently puts it. The nation
Yes,
of domination,
the nation of
Cowboys Nation,
domination.
right? Cowboys
Yes,
Nation.
the best,
Hey,
the best
come
nation.
on down to the lunch table. We've been doing a couple of things now, so we're gonna start off
Mm-hmm.
with the homie Jerry Jones. Now he did an interview yesterday, or I think it
Mm-hmm.
was,
Mm-hmm.
and what he said was, Cowboys are not looking at free agency as a place to fill
Mm-hmm.
voids on our roster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I'm not, and we're gonna get to that.
All right.
Yeah, we gonna get to that. I'm gonna try to keep my mood, you know what I'm saying, up here. All right. We
Mm-hmm.
signed Osa Odigizua, 4 years, 80 million. D tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Sign
Mm-hmm.
him, 58 million guaranteed. All right,
Yep.
cool. Hey, Osa, I need you to come on with that run stopping now. I need you to come on with
Mm-hmm.
it because we didn't gave you some money now. Come on with it. All right. We restructured CeeDee's contract, opened up
Mm-hmm.
$20 million in cap space,
Mm-hmm.
restructured that contract, opened up $36.6 million in cap space. So we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
we opened up $57 million of cap space with those two contracts being restructured. All right. We signed CJ Goodwin to a 1-year deal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talking about letting Turk go, right? Cavante Turpin, for
Mm-hmm.
y'all who don't know, right? The best returner in the league. Talking about
Absolutely.
letting him go for a second rounder. If a team wants to sign him, you got to give us, is it 2 second rounders or just one?
2.
2 second rounders for Cavante Turpin. Okay. So we've
Mm-hmm.
been doing a couple of things here and there. We've been making a couple of moves, haven't really signed any free agents yet, but we've been getting our guys straight and we've been opening up some money to be able to sign those free agents. And so, how do you
Mm-hmm.
feel about the moves we've made so far? Do you think it puts us in a better position to be successful next year? Or are you still on a wait and see? I ain't really there yet type of vibe.
Great question. And great way you put everything. Um, I'm more on the wait and see. But I'm optimistic.
Mm.
Now, as far as Jerry Jones, right? We gotta understand Jerry Jones is an old man. He talks in circles, right? I think he needs a
See
translator.
now.
And very senile, very senile. And I think that when he talks, like, it's two ways we can dictate what he said about filling the voids. Either he's playing possum because everybody reports on Dallas, so it's like everybody wants him to say something big so they can go and run with it. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Maybe he's playing possum because he doesn't want people to know his hand or who he really wants. Like the Ashton Jentney. Everybody in the world know the Cowboys want Ashton Jentney. What are teams gonna do? Like the Raiders or the Bears. They're probably gonna get him before we want him. They probably won't even think about Ashton Jentney till we really made him as popping as he was. I mean,
Mm.
he's still a good player, but as
Absolutely.
far as like first 12, first 10, I don't think people would think about Ashton till they were the Cowboys want him. So he's saying, no, we're not gonna fill any voids. Nah, we're not going to do that. But one thing, what I will say is actions speak louder than words. You're not moving all this money for no reason. Now, which I hope we get Micah by Friday. I hope we get him by. We could get him. Right, we can't get him today. But I hope by Friday, signing him will save us 18 million,
Mm.
which goes to the cap. So we have more. Right now, we have more than enough money to play with. But once we get Micah early, we'll have way more. So he's not doing this for no reason, right? Also to the point where he's saying filling voids. Maybe he doesn't see this as we have voids to fill. Maybe he sees this as enhancing, or we want certain players. We just don't want to just be signing players just to sign them because we got the money. No, we want to sign certain players that are really going to make an impact. Case in point, example, when we signed Deion Sanders in '95 and we brought him here and we won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So those are just examples. Again, I'm just giving people a perspective because they're going to take that we're not feeling voids and go into depression and here we go again. Like just be patient, let them work because these are the same people that said we were going to franchise tag Osa and we got the contract done. So just sit back and just sip the Kool-Aid and just enjoy. Sip it. Don't gulp it.
Don't do it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't gulp
Yeah.
it. And to Osa, right? I want to say this: how I know Coach Shotty is going to be a great coach in Dallas. First of all, Uncle Shay, I love you to death, but you be hating on my Cowboys hard, and it really be real biased, and it's starting to really not make me like your cons. I'm be honest with you. At least Ocho know at least how to play the field a little bit. He had Oso on his show. You talk all that about Dallas, about Mike, and all of this, and you had Oso on your show after he signed his contract. Why didn't put Debo up there? I digress. He went up there and talked and everything, but this is the class part of Coach Shotty. When Coach Shotty found out Osa signed that contract, he found out where Osa was having dinner. And guess what Coach Shotty did?
Real rap.
Bought him a bottle of bubbly
You're a
to
real one.
celebrate.
You're a real one, man.
Welcome to the team,
That's a
son.
real
We're going to be here for another 4 years. That's a real coach. And Osa said out of his mouth that Coach Shotty is the type of coach that make you want to run through a wall for him. Woo! That's what I want to hear. Got me feel like Michael Irvin in here.
That's what we need.
I want to hear the players on my team and say they will run through a wall for him.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, listen. I'm sipping. I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm taking it one day. I'm not getting too excited. We made room. Now you have to see action.
Yeah.
Because it would behoove me and it would make Jerry Jones look like a damn fool to do all of this early and move all this money early just to not sign nobody, which I refuse to believe.
Yeah.
And then you have a whole new coaching staff, Matt Eberflus, you got a whole staff, a whole new staff. You're going to have to get some guys. So I'm just sitting back, enjoying the ride. I'm just happy of the progress they made because we haven't seen this type of progress in a long time. So it just shows me they're at least trying something different. Maybe they really are giving the keys to Coach Shotty, to the whip and letting him do his thing. So that's where I'm at with it, man. I'm just happy that they're moving a little bit. They're not sitting on their hands.
Yeah, no doubt. Me too, man. I'm sipping. I'm sipping, like you said. I'm sipping, but I'm still like I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting for this breaking news to say, breaking news or Todd Archer, right? Because he always the guy that's reporting on the Cowboys. Breaking news: Cowboys sign DK Metcalf. Breaking news: Cowboys sign Davante Adams. Breaking news: Cowboys sign we need somebody. We still need guys. And to what Jerry Jones is saying, we do have voids, but we got to be honest. If we're gonna get better, we're gonna have to start with being real with ourselves, right? We got to be honest about who we have, what we don't have, and what we need. And we need a running back. I'm fucking with Rico. He's from North Carolina. I ride or die with Rico, but we need another running back as well, right? We need some run stoppers on the interior. We need, even though Michael Kendricks, I rock with you, Michael Kendricks, and I overshown. I'm hoping you get healthy, my boy. But we need some depth at linebacker. We need some guys that's smart. So we need really some fast and smart guys. Right? I'm not concerned with the knowledge because Kendricks, he's a veteran, so he can lead our defense, right? But we need some speed and some physicality. Overshown, he was a little thin, all right? He's a little thin, but he's a dog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with him. But we still waiting to see with him, right? And on the back end, we still need some depth. We need depth, right? We need depth, and we need some more veterans. So breaking news: Cowboys sign Slay. I'm waiting to see that, right? So we gotta sign some free agents. We can't say that we're not looking to fill no voids in free agency. Now we look like dickheads. Now we look like we're just gonna get a whole bunch of young guys and backload our roster. And we don't need that, right? We're not as far away from the Super Bowl or as far away from being good as people think we are, right? And we got the toughest division in football right now. So and that ain't no, that's period, right? So we got the two teams that were in the NFC Championship came from our division. So we got voids that we need to fill, dog. That's the simplest way I can put it. We need another receiver to help so they can't double CeeDee and CeeDee can get open, and we can somebody that can work the middle of the field, that can work the underneath stuff. We have voids in our roster that we need to fill, right? But I do appreciate us restructuring these contracts, especially CeeDee and Dak, saying, look, I'm willing to restructure this contract because I'm trying to win, dog. Like, fuck all the other shit. I'm trying to win. And so I rock with them doing that. Now we just have to take that $57 million and do something with it, right? Get Micah signed, get him locked down. Don't trade him like the nigga Chris Canty talking about. Don't do that. Don't do that. Right?
Still listening to Chris Canty.
Don't do that. Just get Micah signed, and then we can handle everything else from there. But we have to be aggressive in free agency, bro. It's just what it is. So I think what we've done so far is solid, right? But we still have voids in our roster that we need to fill. We have voids in our roster that we need to fill, man. So
I think, and listen, check this out, Don. I think people, and I tell people this all the time. Jerry is smarter. Well, the Jones family, I think Steven doing a lot of the moves. The Jones family is smarter than what people give them credit for. They're not dumb.
nah,
People don't get to this level by being stupid. All the jokes is cool and funny and all that. Even you talking about them is part of their plan. But like we was having this discussion about, because I don't want KT to leave either.
Yeah.
And I don't think KT's gonna leave.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody's gonna I personally don't think nobody's giving up 2 second round picks for KT.
Yeah.
But I think they're using KT as a chess piece. Because look for this, think about this. You know, the DK Metcalf, I just saw he won $30 million, and he wants the Seahawks was some outrageous, which means they don't really want to let him go. You know what I'm saying? They don't really a first and a third plus on a $30 million contract. Like, who's paying that? Like chill. Now, if he stays out there, the price is going lower. But even if somebody does get KT, we get 2 second rounders, right? So somebody could say, even for Myles Garrett, I don't think it'd be this expensive, but they say, hey, give us your first and a second, and you can take Myles Garrett. Guess what?
Oh, you don't think Myles Garrett is going to be that expensive for a first and a second? Woo, yeah, nah, bro. You drunk over there. Myles Garrett?
I don't think so.
The defensive player of the year?
First and a second?
The defensive player of the year? Boy, you better give up 2 firsts. And some money. Give me some, and some, bro. Nah, bro. Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Who led the league in sacks.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I ain't gonna argue with you. I'm just saying, like, I'm just looking at DCAF being probably more valuable. That's probably I'm looking at that. But
then Myles Garrett?
They're both equally. They're both equal value.
Nah, bro.
Because we have a Micah, so it's like I'm not that bloodthirsty on getting an edge like that. I would want Myles here. Don't get it twisted. I want him here.
For sure.
But if he doesn't come here, it's like we have a franchise end. So
I think.
But what I'm
go ahead. I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is, I'm finishing off. What I'm saying is, the chess piece is that if somebody does want a first and a second for a high top quality, top profile player, we'll still have 1 second rounder left. So we'll give them that, and we still got a second rounder. So I think KT just being used as a chess piece. I hope nobody give him. But yeah. But go ahead, bro.
Man, I think Myles Garrett, you can't. Myles Garrett is invaluable. Like Myles Garrett past CeeDee and Micah, I'm giving up whatever I need to get Myles Garrett, because Micah and Myles Garrett on the same defense. Like what ball are you throwing? Like, other than quick game, other than 3-step, like you're not throwing no 5-step. You damn sure not throwing no 7-step. So and then as far as DK Metcalf, like we got CeeDee Lamb, right? And so I'm cool, and you can find another little receiver to especially a young one, to work the middle of the field, get open and stuff like that, right? In the draft. So I'll take Myles Garrett 10 times out of 10 before I take DK Metcalf, because you can find another.
Really?
Absolutely, you can find another good receiver. And the thing about it is, the receiver's only as good as a quarterback. As a DN, you don't need nobody else to be good. Go get the sack. Go get the quarterback. You don't need nobody else. All you need is that quarterback to be standing back there, and he's gonna be standing back there every single time. And so I take man, Myles Garrett. Come on home, family. Come on home.
He might be on his way.
Come on home.
He might be on his way.
Come
But
on
I'm
home.
gonna be quiet
If
on that one.
Gary does that,
I'm gonna sip this.
that'll be the biggest move since probably Deion. No bullshit.
Wait a minute. Slow down.
No bullshit.
Deion won a Super Bowl. I agree. Maybe biggest move since T.O.
No, bro.
I don't know about Deion.
It'll be the biggest move for the Cowboys, like as far as free agency, since Deion. T.O. is not, because Myles Garrett is gonna go down as one of the best, if not the best, at his position in history. Like, and T.O., He's up, yeah, T.O.'s up there. He's up there. I'm not gonna act like he's not. Yeah, I'm not gonna act like he's not. Yeah, I'm not gonna wild out on myself now. No, I'm not gonna wild out on myself because T.O. definitely. I give him top 3. I give him top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
And so,
Mhm.
but Dion is the 1, and I think Myles Garrett is closer to being the 1 than the 3 in his position. But that's just me.
Okay.
So
Well, I mean, that's debatable. Yeah, that's a solid argument.
yeah. So let's talk about some other NFL moves. First of all, we're gonna talk about some new money. All right, we're gonna talk about some new money first. Guys that got new money. Saquon Barkley. The Eagles made him the highest paid running back in NFL history. They gave him a 2-year, $41.2 million contract with $36 million guaranteed. We're gonna throw some applause on that. We're gonna throw some
Congratulations,
applause
Saquon.
for Saquon, man. I always love the new money, man. Get your bread, family. Get your bread. Even though it's still fuck the Eagles. All right. It's still fuck the Eagles. But you know what I'm saying? You did your thing this year, you earned that bread. So I respect that. Also, Max Crosby.
Got bread.
Big bread. He got a 3-year, $106.5 million contract. He's the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. And he one of us. Right? He one of us. If we got a white player versus black player, if we doing that in the NFL, Max Crosby's on our side. We're gonna throw him some applause.
Yeah. I fuck with Max.
You know what I'm saying?
Heavy.
And bro, I know he be blowing the gas in the locker room. You're not finna convince me that he don't be blowing the gas.
Well, here's a great thing about Max. He's actually one of the biggest proprietors of sobriety.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at his neck,
right.
if you look at his neck tat, that's the symbolism of sobriety. Him and what's the tight end they used to play for him that went to the Giants? I think he going Wilder. They were well, I think Wilder kind of, fell back, you know what I'm saying, praying for him. You know what I'm saying? But he stands for sobriety. He smokes cigars.
Yeah,
which
he
I
does.
do a little bit sometimes too.
He does.
But that's it. He don't do nothing.
Respect
So
that.
shout out to Max Crosby. That's why I really fuck with Max.
Yeah, respect to Max Crosby, man. Respect to Max Crosby. So respect to both of those guys, man. Which one do you think is the bigger move? The Raiders signing Max Crosby to the highest paid non-NFL contract or non-quarterback contract in NFL history, or Saquon becoming the highest paid running back in NFL history?
I would say that's a good question. I say Max because I mean 100 and what 196 million?
106.5.
106 million. DN is crazy. Now, I guess people want to hear because Saquon, he has the story. He has the more theatrics. Leave one rival, go to another, win a Super Bowl. And maybe because I'm a little biased because they're the freaking Eagles. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right. But shout out to Saquon. I got love for Saquon, though. Football player first before I'm a Cowboy. I just like the Max Crosby because the Max Crosby thing is like, I guess because he's younger and they're kind of rebuilding. So, I don't know. I'm going to go with Max.
Okay. So I'm going to go with Saquon because I don't think the Raiders hitting on shit. Like, I'm going to just be real. I don't think they're hitting on shit either, but you know. And I think Max Crosby, I mean, you got to take the money. Yeah, you got to take the money. But I don't think the Raiders going to be hitting on shit. They still need a quarterback. They need a whole bunch of stuff over there, man. So I don't think they're going to be too successful. I think the bigger one is Saquon because, first of all, not only did they make him the highest paid running back in NFL history and secure for at least for next year, but they only gave him a 2-year deal, right? And so that gives them the ability to, after 2 years, if something happens, if he gets hurt, which running back, I hope he doesn't. Right? I'm not wishing on that, brother, but if something happens, it's only a 2-year contract, right? So you got the ability to go get you another, you know what I'm saying, lead back. And so I think it's going to be Saquon, and I think that solidifies their core of guys for the next however many years, especially on offense. Like Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Saquon Barkley. That's the core of their offense, right? And then obviously the O-line. You know what I mean? And then we get to the D-line. Like,
I mean, the Eagles gonna be a lot, but they can be beat.
No doubt.
They can be
but
beat.
They got you have to come correct.
Yeah, they got some dogs.
You have to come correct.
Come
correct. So
you gotta come correct.
Yeah, but let's talk about some cuts. Some dudes got cut. Davante Adams. cut from the Jets.
Cut.
Big play Slay, cut from the
Cut.
Eagles. Bradbury, cut from the Eagles.
Cut.
Joey Bosa, cut from the Chargers. Like, it's been some names, especially like our age group, some guys that we grew up watching in the NFL from their rookie year, right? And they got cut. And there are some guys that have been all pro. Davante, like all of them have damn near, other than I think probably Bradbury, all of them have been all pro at a point, right? So which one do you think is the biggest, that was the biggest surprise to you that a team let go?
Bosa.
Whoo, why?
Wasn't expecting Bosa to get up out of this. I wasn't. That was a left field. Like Davante, the whole Aaron Rodgers thing didn't work. Slay, I'm surprised, but not. I would say second place surprise. The Bosa thing threw me for a left hook. Bradbury, he's ass. Uh, the Bosa, I just knew he was going to retire in San. I keep thinking San Diego, showing my age, right? I just thought he was going to retire in LA as a Charger. Like, I thought even though San Diego has been, pretty mid, I thought he's been, handling his side of the field. Him and on the other side of Khalil Mack. I'm just shocked. He's on the bill. And everybody when free agency comes, what if he was in the Cowboys? Everybody's favorite was a favorite team. What if he was this? What if he was that? Um, I would think Bosa would be somewhat of a good pickup as a free agent for us. He shouldn't be too expensive. Um, but yeah, that was probably my most surprising one.
Yeah,
Bosa.
man. John texted me last night. As soon as it dropped, John texted me last night and was like, "Hey, bro, you think Bosa would be a good pickup?" And I was like, "Man, he just been injured, dog. Like, that's just been his problem. He ain't been able to stay on the field. That's just the reality. And like when he's on the field, he's a pro bowler, he's all pro type guy, right? But he hasn't been able to stay on the field. And so when you can't, we talk about it all the time. The best ability is availability. If you're not available, we ain't gonna sign you, bro. So I'm sorry, right? And so for us, I think picking him up would be like it'd be a crapshoot. It'd be a dice roll. Right? It'd be like, okay, can he stay healthy? And his past has said that he can't stay healthy. So I'm not really intrigued by that. I think the biggest one that surprised me the most, honestly, was Slay. Right? I think Slay, the Eagles cutting Slay after you win the Super Bowl, and he didn't play. He played pretty well in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
He had some big pass breakups, right? And so that one surprised me. Like, damn, they really are all in on Cooper DeJean for real. Because Bradbury, Bradbury's Bradbury, but they all in. Bro, people been on his ass, bro, as of recently. Pause.
Because he be getting
He be getting fried up. But they all in on Cooper DeJean. And so I was surprised. I was surprised that they cut Slay, man. I think he's still, I don't know how many good years he has left in him. I'd probably say a good 2 or 3. But that one surprised me like the most because of how he was playing in the playoffs last year. You know what I mean? So we'll see what
And
happens.
plus they had to make room for that big contract for Saquon.
They
Like
absolutely
Slay,
They absolutely did.
hey, it's business. You got your ring, we got a ring. This is the business.
They absolutely
You know
did.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind taking Slay, and I'm not just being pressed because he used to play for the Eagles and he was. No, I'll take him in
Of
Dallas because we
course.
need a cornerback.
Of course.
We need a corner,
Of
bro. I know everybody
course.
talking about running back and all, and they're absolutely right, bro. But we need a
We need a
corner, bro.
corner. A dog at corner too. Like,
Yes.
so yeah, no, I would feel, look, Jerry. Hey, feel free.
Yeah. He got some cooking.
Yeah.
They cooking some
You
over
want
there.
to pick
They
Slay
cooking
up?
something.
We're Cowboys Nation. We are okay with we are okay with Slay. I'm gonna get them t-shirts.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, and don't
Okay
take
with
my
Slay.
stuff. I'm trademarking it. We are okay. And I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about
Oh, okay.
y'all others at the lunch table that want to be swagger jacking. Hey, we are okay with Slay. Okay. So, but some other moves, man, that were made in NFL. The Bengals franchise T. Higgins again. Bro, what you think? Like, what's good with the Bengals? Like, what's good with the Bengals?
Hey man. It must be so luxurious to be a nobody in the NFL. Like people always say like fame, you don't wish fame on people, which as being a Cowboy fan, I can understand because any little thing we do, anything little thing we do is get looked at with a microscope.
Mhm.
You could be us, or you can be a Bengal who franchise tag one of their star receivers two years in a row, still trying to make money. Like, what are you doing
What are
over
you
there?
doing, huh?
What are you doing, Tony? What are you
What are
doing?
you doing,
Okay,
huh?
what are you doing? Like, you do you want to? It's like dating the chick, and it's like, do you want to wife her or not? Do you want to marry her or not? Let her go about her merry way if you don't want her. But you know what it is? You don't really know if you want her, but you don't want nobody else to have her. That's what I'm getting out this situation, right?
Yeah.
And from what I'm understanding is Jamar Chase, I think he has one more year. They're not even close from what I've heard into a
Oh.
thing of getting him signed.
Mm-hmm.
You just signed Joe Burrow. That was your main attraction. Again, you want a quarterback. They're really hard to find. A lot of people, it's easier said than done to play quarterback in the NFL. Trust me.
Absolutely.
But he's asking to take a pay cut. He's asking to do these things to keep these two here, and you're not getting it done. He wants T. Higgins. He wants Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase, just their attitudes act like they don't want to be there. They both know when it's time. But it's just like they don't want to. I don't because T. Higgins said he don't want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to stay by Joe Burrow, but you don't want to give him no bread. You don't want to commit to him, huh? You don't want to make a commitment to this player. You got commitment issues. The Bengals have commitment issues. They commit to Joe Burrow, though.
Oh, that's a fact. You know they
And
can't
you're
let
gonna
your
be
safety
hurt.
go.
Oh, you ain't gonna let him go.
Nah.
But guess what? You're gonna be hurt. Well, next year, if he find a way out that franchise tag, I don't know if he can franchise tag him a third time. I don't know. I'm not really
Yeah, I don't know
on
about
the
that either.
on the on the cap. The cap, I'm still kind of learning.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can do it 3 years in a row, but he's probably gonna go somewhere else and he gonna shine. Like that girl you ain't wanna, or ladies, that fella you ain't wanna take serious, and they go shine with somebody
Mm-hmm.
else, like how the Giants did with Saquon. You gonna have a situation like that. Get your mind right. And Jamar Chase, he already know he a star.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nasty work.
Yeah.
But franchise tag him, he's gonna be miserable. Who wants to and just as a person, because at the end of the day, these are all
Mm-hmm.
jobs. Okay. Everybody works. Okay. Whether you're working at McDonald's, you're working at a plant, you're in a corporate office, you're an actor or a rapper or a athlete. You're at work. So who wants to come to a bad work environment? Yeah, that's what it's looking like to me. He still has to come to work, but it's like, dang, they just playing with me. And then all your businesses out there, all other teams look like, we want you, team, but they won't let you go.
Yeah. I think to go to your analogy, I think like you said, right? You sticking with a girl because you don't want to let her, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to let her, or you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to let her go, right? Or, right, real player stuff. You just wait for the next
Mm-hmm.
best thing to come along.
Ooh.
So you holding her,
Go ahead,
you
dog.
holding her as
Talk
long as
to
you
him,
can,
dog.
right? You holding her as long as you can, cause you know what I'm saying, she cool, right? She cool, have her around, I rock with her, you know what I'm saying? We doing our thing. But when the next best thing come along, or I'm gonna just go ahead and slide this over here and go ahead and post up
Mm-hmm.
over here. So, but I don't know, man. I think they tripping. I think T. Higgins
They tripping. They are.
is definitely one of the top receivers in the league. Maybe top 10, maybe right outside of the top 10 receivers in the league. And so, especially he definitely the best number 2 receiver in the league, if
Mm-hmm.
my memory serves me correctly. And so I think the Bengals tripping, man. I think the Bengals are tripping. And I think, like you said, Joe finna get up out of there. Like, Joe finna
Mm-hmm.
get up out of there because they BS'd and signing Jamar Chase. And I think that was the last year's deal. I don't think he got one more on his deal. So they gotta give him they gotta back the Brinks truck up for him after what he did last year. So they
Mm-hmm.
don't have no choice. And so but Joe made it clear that I want T and I want Jamar. Like he made that clear. And Joe Mixie, he made that clear. And so if you don't do if you don't take heed to what your franchise quarterback is saying, Well, no, I think you are right. I think he actually does have one more. I think this is 2025 is the last year on his deal. But yeah, if you don't take heed to what your franchise quarterback is saying, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, with his top 2 guys, he gonna slide, bro. He gonna slide, man. He's gonna get up out of there. And so, good luck. Good luck to the Bengals. Hey, Goop, shout out to you. But
shout out to Goop because he been stressing.
But it ain't happening.
But he was talking. But I ain't feeling too bad because he was talking shit, man, when we lost against them. Where AO, or I forgot, can't even say his last name. I was so pissed. Fuck that fumble up. How you as a football player don't know when a punt is coming, whether it's blocked or not, to get away? What do we always talk? Poison, poison. We learned that in Pop Warner.
I don't even want to talk.
Ooh, that pissed me off.
I don't even want to talk
That pissed
about it
me
because
off.
we don't lose that game. We go on a six game win streak, bro. That's a 6-game win.
And we beat the Commanders. We beat the Buccaneers, and we beat the Commanders.
Man,
Yeah,
I don't even want to get back into them
it's in the
times.
past. It's done.
Yeah,
It's
I
done.
don't want to get into them negative times. But last thing on the NFL, DK wants out of Seattle, right? And they let Tyler Lockett go as well. So I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with that. You know anything what's going on? Well, what you think is going on in Seattle?
And they're trying to clean house and trying to get some picks. I mean, I think Tyler Lockett. I don't think they're really trying to get rid of DK because this is a trade situation. This isn't
he wants out.
This is the free agent.
Yeah.
He wants out, but they ain't trying to let him.
No.
Huh? You want out? Huh? Go ahead. Listen, if y'all want him, it's like a girl. It's crazy. It's like you want to leave out. You got your shit up. I'm tired of this shit, bitch. You get on my nerves.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go? I need a first, a third, and a 30 million to pay for that. What? You ain't got nowhere to go. Where you going?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
You ain't going nowhere, nigga. So listen, I personally, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I love my Cowboys to death. I don't want. Listen, DK cool and all. My first, a third, plus paying on a $30 million contract. Yeah, man, go that way, bro.
Yeah,
Maybe
we ain't got that.
somebody else will crash out for that.
Yeah, we ain't got that.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
No, we don't got that for you, dog.
Yeah, especially when I think you can get Davante Adams for a lot less. So
yes,
and yeah. So he'd be amazing to have. He's a great receiver, but we ain't paying that price for a receiver right now. So, all right, moving on, man. Our PSA for the day. Okay, let me look directly into this camera when I say this. Okay. Hey, man, fellas, my homies out there, stop making your woman plan everything, bro. Stop doing it. You can plan a little dinner. You can plan a little date night. You can plan a little Valentine's. You can plan a little trip. Like, just because, even if you might be paying for it, dog, you can plan that for that woman. Plan you a little date. Go get her some flowers. Go to lunch. Boom. After you go to lunch, okay, go to a little arcade. Go play some games or whatever, or a movie or something that she enjoy doing. Right? Then boom, after that, you go home, you kick it, you drink a little bit, you pregame or whatever. Then boom, you go to dinner. Okay, or you make dinner, right? One or the other. Cool. You go to dinner, you go to a little late night spot, a little jazz or something like that. After you hit the jazz, you at home now. You kicking it. And then after that, bro, you already know what's happening after that. So stop making her plan everything. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You got to figure out a couple of things. Just listen. Figure out a couple of things she enjoyed doing, then piece it together, right? And then it's trial and error. Oh, she ain't like that? Okay, cool. Well, let me do this. But if you paying attention, you know what she rock with, right? You'll know where she like to go. You know the things she like to do, and just take her there. Do that, right? It don't take a whole bunch of effort, right? And it take just a little bit of planning, a little bit of time to schedule some things, and you good to go, man. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Like, as a man, I'm telling you, a man that does that, right, sets himself up so much farther ahead than all these other niggas, man, because these niggas not trying to do that, right? They asking, as soon as they about to go out to eat, baby, what you want to eat? Bro, don't do that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that, right? Because they don't know. They not trying to make no decisions. They trying to go wherever you want to go. Right. And then at the end of the day, even if they get upset about wherever y'all going, cool. Then, hey, well, you ain't bring nothing to the table. You ain't say where you wanted to go. So this is where I chose, and this is what we're going to do. Next time we're going to do something else. But Stop asking her, especially if you just met her and you finna take her out on a date. Stop asking her where she want to go. Find somewhere that's enjoyable, fun, that y'all both gonna have a good time, and go with that. But stop making these women plan all these dates and shit, man. Stop doing that.
Be a leader.
Be a leader.
Be a leader.
Be a leader. Be creative. Golly, man. Shit. But that's just my soapbox for today, man. Let's get that off me, man.
You good. I agree.
Yeah, we're gonna go to everybody's favorite segment, Lunching with Lon.
The female Thor. And she walked off on her friend, dog.
When the big back come in.
Well, the big, they around. She called the fucking cops. I don't know what everybody's arguing about. She was right there. Y'all wasn't loud when she was running y'all down. Listen. The female Thor ran down. The way they were running, you'd have thought a pit bull was behind her.
Ooh.
And it was. It was a German Shepherd. Listen, the way they ran, they knew they were dead wrong. A run like that is when you've been talking shit on social media and it crept up to you. It pulled up on you. They were somewhere. This is my analysis. They were somewhere, and they didn't think she was going to pull up. Because listen, if they were expecting her, first of all, if they were that scared, they wouldn't have popped up, or they just would have jumped her. It's the fact that she was just what I'm thinking. She was talking. They were talking smack on Facebook or Instagram or X, right? It got back to her. They were probably about to go to a little bar or something, and then the female Hercules, the female Thor, came out that whip, and so who won it? And they ran for the hills. And when she ran down and grabbed her hair,
it was a run.
Duh. She didn't even want to fight back. She just went to the ground.
Punish.
And then she hit her. She kicked her in the head. I don't know if you played the video game The Warriors, one of my favorite video games. It's like one of those. It's like one of those games. It's like one of them kicks. Like she. Now keep in mind, the girl with the red had heart. She was scared to death as well because they both looked like they was running. Like on the episode of SpongeBob when they pissed Sandy off. Did he say shoes from Jackson, sir, dog? And like one of them. That's how they was running. That's how they was running, dog. That's how they was running. Man, listen, the one with the red had a little bit of heart because she tried to push her off. Like on the wood when Slim and them was trying to get off him. Yo. And then the girl that got kicked in the head ran off on her friend. And the female Thor was so smooth with it, she knew the beef really wasn't what the girl in the pit. She wanted with that girl that she dragged by that head. And she just gave her one of those, ran off from her, and then hit her with another joint in the car. It took about 2 minutes to get her up off of her. And the big backs was out there clearing up the way, had to break it up. All right, now, the cafeteria lady. All right, y'all stop now. All right, that's enough. Or one girl said, somebody call the fucking cops. I said, look at this shit here.
Man.
That goes to show you ignorance, ratchetness, and mayhem does not have a color.
Oh, talk to me, and we're gonna end it on that. Don DeMarco. We're gonna end it on that, man. Hey, I'll make sure y'all look. Make sure you know who you talking about online. Don't just because that if you don't, he can get you fucked up now. Get you fucked up. Moving on, man. Lunchbox Letters. Lunchbox Letters. And our topic for today, I think it was sent in by the dude, if I'm not mistaken. Right? But that's fine. And what he said was, it was simple, quick and to the point. He said, y'all think women's intuition is a real thing? I thought about that. Like, Because when you think about it, women's intuition, they always talk about it when it comes to knowing a nigga doing something wrong. Don't ever come up when on some stocks, on some investment opportunities, on on some bets. Don't ever come up relating to that. But it always come up relating to when they know a nigga cheating or doing something he not supposed to be doing. You think women's intuition is a real thing?
I do. I do. For the simple fact that through my 31 years, well, I don't think I started dealing with women. I probably started dealing, like, really dealing with women probably middle school. Had a couple crushes in elementary. But one thing I do know is dealing with women in the years I've dealt with them, they can sense when something's wrong or you've moved on. They can sense that. Like, if they know, because I think it's either they have intuition or they can understand patterns. It's probably both. Because when they know you ain't doing right or whatever, it's another girl around, they can sniff it. I know that there's somewhere. Wait, she at? Like, they can tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can sniff it out. Like, I know you've been doing something. I know you've been doing something. I don't know, but where's she at? I don't know, but I know. She be right as a motherfucker. I don't know what you talking about. You wrong as shit. What the fuck is she talking about?
What you talking about?
Not all sisters, because black men don't cheat.
Yeah, come on, man.
But yeah, black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
Men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat. They don't cheat. So, but one thing I said, this one I know the intuition is real. Because when you've moved on in whatever situation you had, heartbroken, whatever, or a breakup or whatever, and you truly like are healing or have healed and you're in a nice relationship where y'all like you've moved on correctly or in a good way, they can sense that because they always come back around. All of a sudden you get that text message, hey, what's up?
Hey, big
What's
head.
up, big head?
Hey, big
You know what I'm saying? How you doing? All of a sudden, somebody send you a real. Remember this song? I just want to see how you was doing. And then it's like, whoa, we ain't talking 6 months. We talking 3 months. And during those times, I was, just doing my thing, or I wasn't in the right mind. I didn't get no message. I didn't get none of that. It was cold shoulder. Now I'm talking to this girl, or if you're single, which you have every right, I'm talking to this girl you're dating, and things are going good, your spirit is feeling good, you feeling good, they come around. No matter how it was or what, even if they moved on, showed a picture, took a picture with the other guy, your family seen it, her family seen it, went all the way. You just doing your thing, and they still pop up. I think they do got an intuition. They know women do got it, and I think it comes from their nurturing aspect. Because women are nurturers. They like, when the baby comes out, the baby goes to the mom because they naturally know how to, breastfeed or just know how to cater to the child. So I personally think, they do have an intuition.
Yeah.
Not for all the right things, but it's there.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that, right? Because sometimes they be off, right? But a lot of times, like you said, they notice patterns and they notice. I think women are good at feeling energy, right? Like I said, like we talked about a couple of episodes ago, when a woman, and when you walk up to a woman, you trying to go bag her, right? She can feel when you're not confident, like when you're not on your game. She can feel that, right? Just so I think, like you said, intuition. I think that comes from the being able to feel energy. I don't think it's just like she wake up like, oh, okay, my nigga is cheating. I don't think it's that type of stuff. I think it's like you can feel energy and you can feel differences in patterns and movements and vibes. And so I think that's more of the women's intuition than anything. I don't believe like we talked about. There's no, when it comes to stocks, bonds, when it comes to stuff like that.
The shit
the shit that will help us, it ain't nothing like that. But when it's just shit that's going negative, like when it's a change of energy, women definitely feel that. And I think also, like we talked, like you said, bruh, and to my young boys, understand, okay? I know we ain't got to the segment yet, but understand. There is no time in your life where you're gonna get more bitches than when you got a girlfriend. You got a girlfriend,
boy.
all the girls are coming out the woodwork. all the girls start coming out the woodwork, boy. I'm telling you, as soon as you get a girl, the day before, you ain't had no girl, you was single, dry, home
Mm-hmm.
dry,
Right.
everything dry. Soon as you get locked in with a girl, oh, I see you with your little, well, how about, and then you start getting DMs and then start liking pictures
Mm-hmm.
and then following. And
Mm-hmm.
don't get caught up, young boys. Women don't
Don't
want,
fall for the bait.
women don't want what another woman don't want. Right. And so as soon as another woman gets you, then they start looking at you different. Like, well, maybe I was tripping. Maybe she saw something in them that I didn't. Now she want to see about you again. Don't fall for it. Stick
Mm-hmm.
with what you
Don't
got.
fall for it.
Stick with what you got. Stick with the home team. So yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
We came to a consensus on women's intuition. All right. It's there, but
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was used for the right things.
The right things.
All right, so our FYE segment, man, for youngins everywhere, where we give youngins game, man, and we wish we would have got at their age that would have put us in so much farther of a better situation than we're in now. And what we're gonna talk about today, asking for help. And how this came up was, man, my little cousin. I ain't gonna call you out there, but my little cousin, she's in high school and she's not doing well in chemistry, right? And she said, like, damn, man, I'm not doing well. I think it's the teacher and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, did you go to tutoring? And she was like, well, tutoring makes me feel like I'm slow. And so I'm like, that's not uncommon. It's not uncommon, right?
Yeah.
I know I felt the same way at a certain point when I was in high school, middle school, right? Because when you're the only one usually in tutoring. It's you or two other people or one other person, something like that. But it kind of does make you be like, damn, how can they all understand it? I can't, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel? What advice would you give our youngest on like asking for help? And regardless if it's in class or in your regular life
Mm-hmm.
or your mental, anything, asking for help. How do you do that?
Absolutely. Think smarter, not harder.
Mm,
And what I want to say is look at everybody you see successful in your life, or if you look to a celebrity or to an inventor or to a business person, look at their life, study a lot of biographies. What you're going to see the common denominator is that nobody did it by themselves. Nobody who's successful got there by themselves. They had a mentor, they had help, they had support, they had all of these things. Never, ever, ever. That's the biggest trick the devil can play on you. Never, ever be ashamed to ask for help. That's why they're available. Who cares what people think if somebody looks at you different? And I get it. You're still young, very young. So people perception and opinions are still, important to you. You'll grow out of that. But right now, I understand. It's a lot right there. But block all of that because this help is for you to get a better understanding to get you to the next level. Do whatever it takes to get to the next level. Have that mindset that even if it takes me to have extra tutoring, an hour or two after school, I'm going to be better at this. Because what that's going to do is not only is it going to help you excel in your tutoring, it's going to help you surpass in your studies. So this one-on-one help, who knows, this tutor might break it down to a style that is more easier than the people in the classroom get it. Now you're running circles around them. And then guess what happens? Now you're the tutor because people are asking, how did you understand that coming from this point? Or how did you understand that so clearly, so fast? Can you help some other people?
yeah.
So that's just the tutoring aspect. As far as asking for help, listen, man, you don't know everything, and that's okay. The beautiful thing about life is you're never going to know everything. That keeps everybody humble. That's a deep quote. Not knowing everything keeps everybody humble.
Hmm.
So there's always things to learn. If you really want to be great, if you really want to get to the next level, get around people that's doing it. And say you might not, hey, I don't want to really ask a peer because I feel like they're going to judge me. Ask somebody older. You know what I'm saying? If it's about studies, it's about money, it's about way of life, even if it's about hygiene, because a lot of y'all, not talking about you, sweetheart, but a lot of people, grown adults too, don't know how to wash themselves properly. You know? get some help.
Yeah.
And that's with anything.
Yeah.
It's all right to ask for help, get some help, stick to it, and watch what happens after that. Because it's going to go from you, the one that's being helped, to you being the help.
For sure.
And that's what I got to say on that one.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I mean, I don't really got too much to add to that, but the only thing I'll add is like understand, and this is for everybody. Everybody learns differently, right? There's some visual learners, there's some auditory learners, right? There are, I think, kinesthetic learners. I think there might be another one, but like the visual learners, you got to see it, right? You got to see it being done,
Mm-hmm.
right? You got to see like what's going on so you can mimic that, right? Auditory learners, you got to hear it, right? I got to hear what's going on. Like you got to tell it to me. You got to lecture, things like that. The kinesthetic learners are the ones that actually have to do, right? I have to do it.
That's why
Yeah,
I'm
I got to do
kinesthetic.
it to be able to learn it. Okay, cool. But everybody learns differently. And the thing about it is, and what I told her is, it's not a reflection on you. It's more of a reflection on the
Mm-hmm.
teacher, right? The teacher wasn't able to explain it to you in a way that you could receive it the best, that you learn the best, right? That caters to your learning style. So you might have to go get some extra help when the teacher is not teaching 30, 40, 50 kids. And so you can get one-on-one instruction so they can learn your learning style and then give that information to you in a way that you receive it the best, right? So understand tutoring. I know it can make you feel slow and things like that, but it's not about that. It's about you getting the help that you need to succeed, right? Everything else doesn't really matter. And I know it's easy to say right now, but you got to understand that you're going to need help throughout your whole life. And so the quicker you learn how to do that, and the quicker
Yes.
you learn how to swallow your pride and just go get what you need, the better you'll be. And the more successful you'll be. And so make sure if you need help in any aspect, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually,
Mm-hmm.
go
Please,
get help,
please ask for help.
right? Get help. Ask for
Please.
help. Don't just let you think you can figure everything out. Go, and I'm speaking from experience, right? Go
Me too.
ask for help. Go ask for help. There's no problem in asking for help. So make sure, again, youngins, if you need some help, school, whatever, go get the help that you need. Find the person or find a person that you trust, right? And go ask them for help. They may not be able to help you, but they may be able to point you in the direction to somebody who can. So our soapbox on that. All right. And last but not
Mm-hmm.
least, Black History always. All right. Black
Absolutely.
History always, not just in Black History Month. And we have a great one for you today. Our Black History spotlight of today, our Black History always spotlight of today is a young man, right? Young man from
Mm-hmm.
actually the DC area, from Washington, DC.
Okay.
Osbourn Dorsey. Okay.
Okay.
Osbourn Dorsey. All right. On December 10th, 1878, 16-year-old Osbourn Dorsey invented the doorknob and doorstop to change the culture of people using unorthodox means of keeping their doors closed. The
Mm.
patent number was issued to Osbourn Dorsey was 210 and 764. He was said to be residing in Washington, D.C. His innovation was described as extraordinary and useful upgrade in door holding devices. Details of when Dorsey was born remain scanty, but historians who have been researching into his early life say he may have been born around September 19th, 1962. And so this
Mm.
young man, Osbourn Dorsey, 16 years
16.
old,
Wow.
invented the
Wow.
doorstop. All right. And what he said, the doorstop and the doorknob, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Doorknob and the doorstop.
Mm.
Okay. And so understand, Black people, we got it. I don't care how young you are. I don't care how young
Mm-hmm.
you are, how old you are, just make sure you know, like, we got it. And so if you're thinking about creating something, inventing something, go do it. Get out there. Do it. All right. And work on it. It may not work the first time, but keep at it. Keep working, keep working, keep
At it.
working. And it's going to end up eventually working for you. If you are learning from your mistakes and continuing to progress, it's going to continue to work out for you. So shout out to OG Osbourn Dorsey. Rest in peace to him, but thank you for everything you've
Yes.
done for us
Thank you,
and our
Mr. Osborne.
society and literally opening doors for us
Opening,
as
literally.
Black
When
people,
you
man.
When you turn that
Come on,
doorknob,
man.
because you're gonna have a doorknob somewhere you go. Think about Mr. Osborne. I might go to the bathroom and turn a doorknob after I get off the show. Thank you, Mr. Osborne.
Osbourn Dorsey, man. But look, it's been another great show, man. Another amazing episode of Lunching with Don and Lon, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, right? Share. Follow us on Instagram, lunching_Don Lon. Follow us on TikTok, Lunching Don Lon, all
Mm-hmm.
one word. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Lunching with Don and Lon. Right. Make
Mm-hmm.
sure you're following our content. Make sure you share and comment. We got our first hater the other day on Instagram. I wasn't gonna give her no pub, and I'm not gonna throw her name out there. We got our first hater the other day. That means we doing something right, people. That means we doing something right, people. Shout out to her and keep commenting, man. Make sure if you like it, if you don't like it, just put your thoughts under the comments and DM us or whatever, man. And we're gonna respond. We're gonna interact. We respond to comments. Y'all not finna just think y'all finna get whatever off in the comments and the DMs, and we not gonna say nothing
We
about
always
it. Yeah.
watching. We always
So
watching. Also, I want to say on the YouTube aspect, there's a bell on the side of our name and the subscribe button. Hit that bell on the side so you get notifications every time we drop a video or when we start going live on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So for Lunching with Don and Lon, I am the Don of all Dons. It's my dog, Lonnie Cabal. And we out, man. We'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.